You ever have a crazy dream about dinosaurs? Welcome to Shut Eye Theater, and I just had a crazy dream about dinosaurs. And the meteor didn't, end them. You see, in my dream, I had a crazy dream where I was part of a task force. I was supposed to go into Yellowstone. Well, to take back Yellowstone, to be more accurate. You see, dinosaurs who supposedly were extinct came out of the ground, out of the earth, underneath Yellowstone, and took it over. Not only were they smart and intelligible, they've been biding their time for millenniums of years, waiting until it was time for them to come back. Now, how have they stuck around? How have they hide from us this whole time? You see, when that meteor struck, it did take out a lot of them, but it didn't take all of them out. Now, were they smart back then? As far as we could tell, no, they were not. But one dinosaur that was at the crash zone of the meteor survived, and not only survived, the radiation from the meteor itself made him immortal, as well as heightening his intelligence. It was a T-Rex, the king T-Rex of all T-Rexes, and he, to this day, still lived on and planned this whole thing out. And as he watched the evolution of his kind that he was able to save, by the way, he waited until they got to the intelligent level of him, to where then he could work with them, make a plan. And underneath Yellowstone has always been their place. See, Yellowstone was not a super volcano. It's actually their secret place where all the stuff we saw coming out was actually just their waste. Eventually they took over. They took over that whole area, and they were getting ready to launch an all-out war on humanity. And I went in, not knowing exactly what's going on. Now, all the people that were trapped in there were not being eaten. They were just living a terrible, tormented life of being, imprisoned by dinosaurs, having to work farms, having to work hard, or being threatened to be eaten, even though they actually don't do that anymore. That's just what they threaten. Now, part of the threat was that they actually separated the kids from the parents and kept them separate, not even telling them where they were. Well, when we snuck in, our team, to stay hidden, actually went into the local Costco to see if we could just find some supplies as well as stay hidden. Costco, as far as we knew, later actually, was actually off limits. We found out why. That's where they hid all the kids. And now they used a similar threat on the kids who stayed there because the dinosaurs couldn't figure out the organization pattern of Costco itself, and they were actually using it as part of a supply line for themselves. More of a treat supply line. They liked a lot of the snacks we built. And they would threaten the kids if they didn't do it in a timely manner. They would eat them, even though, once again, they don't do that. Well, when we got there, the kids had us help them figure out Costco a little bit better so that they could be on time, and they helped hide us in the process where we could find out more and actually get to see more of these, human-looking dinosaurs. You see, there's some dinosaurs that were actually more evolved. They still had scales, but they were bipeds, only 2 legs, and, they were smart like us. The only one that seemed to be still dinosaur-like was the T-Rex. And he's the one that we saw in the news. He's the one that is using his own image on social media to make us afraid. He's using fear to get us under control. Once we figured this out, we knew we had everything we need. They're not as dangerous as we thought, and they're not as scary as we thought. In fact, we thought we could work with them because they haven't harmed anyone yet. So we weren't going in to run them out. We actually came back with the information to where we could possibly even work it out with them. The only problem is the T-Rex. The T-Rex had different plans. So we'd have to figure out what to do about him or figure out how we could get his own people to maybe turn against him because who wants tyranny when they could have free trade and peace? It was a crazy dream. Absolutely crazy. And I did wake up near that point in this dream. Now, I have no idea where this one came from. It's not Jurassic Park like I first originally thought because, the dinosaurs are more advanced. Kind of similar to maybe like a Doctor Who episode, except the Doctor Who episode was more of the people were always there. The dinosaurs were always kind of advanced in some form or way. This one was the meteor made them advanced. Well, at least made one advanced, and then he waited until the others caught up through evolution. It was intriguing. It was truly, truly intriguing. And we didn't go in to take them out. I was part of a media group. I was supposed to go in with a camera and take photos and figure out what we could do. And we just got intelligence and found out that, we don't need to destroy them. And so we figured out a new path instead and saved the people in the process. That's when I woke up, though. So I have no idea if we're going to figure it out. I have no idea if it's going to work out. I do hope with this one that I do have another dream with it, because I sometimes have that where I have multiple dreams. But since it's been a few nights, usually if I have a dream, a repetitive dream, it happens within a couple days or the next day, if anything. It's been a few days. So who knows? But have you ever had a crazy dream where it just makes you curious where it possibly came from? Have you ever had a crazy dream about dinosaurs? Did Jurassic Park ever make you, have a dream of running for your life? I have, but I haven't had one like that in a while. Either way, let me know in the comments, and until next time, sleep tight.